Hey everybody, welcome back. It's patch day, so we have quite a few decks lined up to try here. I have no clue what's going to be good or what's not. I don't tend to put too much stock into my opinion of trying to judge the judge the meta just from the patch notes. But I do think there are a lot of good changes. I was not really enjoying myself too much with the previous meta. I got to Masters off stream just because I wasn't having enough fun to stream it. I played a game or two here and there, but I wasn't in the groove. So I'm really excited things are shaken up a little bit. I'm really excited to try some of the different archetypes. Like Ari Kennen, of course, is one of my absolute favorite decks in any card game ever. And with some of the new changes to those cards, I'm excited to give that a try. I'll probably try some Kane Vayne at some point. And yeah, so first up here I have Nora and Nar. This is a list from Trickster Sari on Mastering Runeterra's website. He gave a list of 9 decks to play on day 1. And I've always enjoyed Nora. It's been a long time since I felt like she was relevant. Maybe not a long time, maybe only a season or two. But anyways, I really enjoy her. I think she's really fun, and I like this new Eclectic Collection buff. Just taking it down from 7 mana to 6 mana, I feel does make a pretty important difference. Because it's such a tempo negative card, obviously it doesn't really affect the actual board state, and only impacts the future board state or whatever. So that heavy investment in mana, being able to just tick down 1 mana is pretty nice, because you do have some cheap interaction if that lets you play, one more cheap spell that turn to keep up on board. Yeah, we have a whole bunch of ways to stall out the game. Things like Ceaseless Sentry and Junk Construct kind of clunk up the board early on while getting us extra portals or drawing our portals. We also have Triple Quietus and Double Pytos. Triple Quietus I think makes sense. I imagine there'll be a good amount of Kane Aatrox running around, things like that. Kane Vayne. And yeah, our top end, we have Nar is our most expensive unit here, tied with Portal Scholar. Obviously, Nar's hopefully a little bit more impactful eventually with Overwhelm as a win condition. And Portal Scholar can help get in the impact damage, as well as just summoning an extra portal on play. And of course, Triple Portapalooza, one of my favorite cards. This specific list is running Triple Brew Sentinel. I'm not sure if I'm really convinced about that. I couldn't think of anything else off the top of my head of what would normally be in that spot. Something like the Teammaker I feel would make more sense, almost, if you're going for this archetype. But I think it's okay to try out because you're playing the Shadow Isles removal package. Other interesting cards you could consider, I was thinking about something like Lightning Rush or Mist's Call to help protect our champions, since they're kind of important. But yeah, this is the list we'll run with now. For those curious, I ended up getting to Masters with Heimer Jace. That was I went on a 6-game win streak at the end of Diamond 1 or whatever to get there. But that was about the only deck I really found success with in the last meta. But yeah, I don't know. I always like when a new patch comes, but especially after a meta you don't really enjoy. Jaina Neela was the only deck I actually really enjoyed that patch. But I feel like there are a lot of open flexibilities now. And Ikeda was actually talking about this on Twitter, I think. Pretty interesting thoughts about why Freljord beatdown decks might still be pretty good. So it's possible that the meta doesn't shake up a ton, but I don't even need it to switch up a ton. Even if the decks are similar, just tuning down their power is fine, as long as there are a little bit more relevant decks on the side. Because I'm not one who really cares for playing meme decks, but I do like tier 2 decks. I like being able to just play decks I enjoy, when even if they're not super broken, you can still at least win games with them if you're a good player with them. For me, that's things like Ari Kennen, Astra Blanc. Maybe now Jaina Neela might not be an S tier deck, but it's just a deck I enjoy playing, so I'd be happy to give that a try, you know what I mean? Hate Spike could be interesting, it could kill a Neela. Probably not worth it, because if we're hate spiking Neela early on, it's probably with a very cheap, weak unit that can get Mystic Shot pretty easily. So I think I'll pitch that for now. Let me know, is my Twitch stream okay? It looks okay, right? Okay, I think it's okay. Quietus can kill Neela on turn 2. I don't think they run any buffs, right? So I'd be pretty happy to use a Soul Harvest there. Obviously, double Soul Harvest still feels really good into either of their champions. Okay, pretty happy to see that. I'll play Booer Sentinel here. I don't want to do nothing. And they kind of have to kill this. They can kill it with a Divine Whirlwind, but it won't be cheap. They'll pretty much be using their whole turn.
My friends, let us revel.
And I'll use this now. They might have Howling Gale built up if they're trying to go for that, but that doesn't seem like it'd be the best play. I don't. What's the Howling Gale normal? It starts at 2, right? So that'd be 3 with the Vic Rash. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. How that ended up going. I'll probably just play the Ceaseless Sentry here rather than the next Buru Sentinel. Unless they like Slam Neela or Jaina, I meant. Yeah, okay. Now I'll play Buru Sentinel and just go for the Soul Harvest. Because they're taking a ton of damage next turn. What buff or what nerfs did Jaina Neela get? Was it just the Exalted Cloudwinder? Here we go. Nerfs. Exalted Cloudwinder. Was that it? Was that the only nerf? What? That's so funny. Oh my gosh. I love this. This is so cool. I didn't even know they were doing this. Oh, that is awesome. I am so happy to see this. Oh my gosh. You can like actually see the deck list right after the game? Okay, okay. Okay, oh wow. I don't mean to be silly, but that was so cool. I love that so much. You can stop the, oh my gosh, I love that layout. Wow. Talk about quality of life changes. That was pretty. I like that. Yeah, Ornn Jax. This is one of the decks that Akedo was saying could be really, really good. Because it got buffed, right? Like, Omen Hawk can now block elusives. There were a whole bunch of other Freljord cards that got changed. Probably not Wings of the Cryo Phoenix or the Tusk Raider, although I'm actually curious in experimenting with those cards in other decks. Flame Collar Caprine. I don't know if that's worth. I think I'd rather destroy an equipment. Yeah, Flame Collar Caprine. When you play an elemental skill, an elemental spell or skill, Forge Me. I think I'll just play Nora. I mean, I guess if this is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna Quietus. I don't care about these two, right? I think I'm just gonna ignore those and just destroy an equipment when they play an actual unit. Because this damage isn't the most relevant. We obviously need to be careful of our life total eventually, because they'll be pushing a bunch of overwhelm damage. But my goal is we're just gonna clog up the board with portals to the point where these are irrelevant. Yeah, I'm pretty happy to end the round there. We're both not doing anything on board, but I'm kind of comfortable with where we're already at. Yeah. Not bad. That's a good one. Since it's like 2 damage, it's kind of like, oh, that just dies to Mystic Shot or whatever. Obviously, in this kind of matchup, it feels really good. We can just play Portal Scholar here. Yeah, that guy's chunky. I'm going to destroy that. Oof. Still can't actually block it without trading the unit here. But, yeah, that guy going from a, what, 6-5? I could play Nar and open attack. I'm okay with that. See if they want to use a freeze. Because if they use a freeze, they can't even... I'll probably just play Portal Palooza this turn. Or Portal Scholar, I should say. You're gonna get burned. Okay. That's the worst of both worlds for them. We still get the Nar trigger and they threw away a unit. Okay. I could also draw cards to actually look for stuff like our Vengeance, rather than just getting a 3-4, which isn't all that impactful. Ooh. That worked out perfectly. Now we even got the full spell mana too. Okay, sorry, I keep forgetting to look up these buffs to the... Yeah, so Flamecaller Caprine, Omen Hawk got the I can block elusives. I guess that was it, but they didn't really get any nerfs either, if I'm mistaken. Innovative Blacksmith got nerfed. That's true. But I feel like the overall package is still good enough. I'm not even sure what to do here. Oh, okay. Well, now I know what we can do next turn. We're high rolling with these guys. Now they can't even attack into the Glacial Saurian unless they buff it up. I'll try Hate Spike initially. I don't want them to play the Time and Dedications out of Hate Spike range. And that counts as a Nora trigger too. Kind of funny. I mean, that's pushing some damage, but I don't think I care at the moment. We just get to level Nora.
The craft sings.
Yeah, this is awkward. I don't know what they're doing. Now I see. That's still fine.
Well, aren't you the cutest thing of a D I ever did see? By hook or by crook, I'll find you, dear cat.
I wonder if we need to be careful for Buried in Ice. I'm just gonna play Portal Palooza here. I think we can tap out pretty comfortably. Because we have 4 portals now. Yeah, alright. It's pretty good. Now they're forced to pre-commit the freeze. We have a prize fight here we can use. Oh, interesting. I can go prize fight here. And then Pokey Stick this round start. I'm surprised they didn't try to kill my Nar. Oh no, was our Nar at 6 health? Maybe. Nice. Both cards you don't see too often in actual play. Alright. Okay. Jax Ornn again. I'm curious to see if our deck list is like super hyper tuned to beat this matchup. With all of our quietuses and chump blockers. The little guys always are going to have more than one health, so Pytos is probably not a fantastic card in the matchup.
My heroic last stands never seemed to stick.
I'll try it. Do they have 1 mana pump spells? Is Momentous Choice in that region? Is Momentous Choice a cultist or a weapon master spell? Oh, just catch. Okay. Well, that's still not great, but it could have gone much worse.
Any takers?
Because I wasn't going to chump block with the junk construct in that situation anyways, so I think it was the right play given our current hand. I'm surprised Nar and Nora are similar. I have more mastery on Nar? I guess Nar is a much older champion, right? But I'm a little surprised to see that. I thought I would have played way more Nora. In my heart, she's certainly my favorite.
Hey, Cap, how's the ship holding up? Still full of holes.
Oh, absolutely roasted.
Monster, you dolt. No fixing that.
I almost just entered the round. That would have been bad. I don't know if I want to play Nar here and just run him into a freeze. I feel like Portal Scholar gives us more perpetual value for the next turn or two, getting the extra portal. Like 2 units rather than 1 unit that's probably just going to die to a freeze. And she can block the Weapon Master here, the Innovative Blacksmith. She lost a power, right? So she would have been a 4-2 before the patch.
Let me change up my.
Oh, I'm a little surprised by that. What? I don't know what this is. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I don't know if I'm being big-brained. I think it was just a mistake. If I develop, we run the risk of running into the combat cook. But the upside, oh, think of the upside. I could just go Portal Palooza as well. I can do that next turn though. I think I'll try to get the Nar Strike. Oof, okay, that one hurts too. In that case, I'll just end the round. I'll offer this. Now it's Hate Spikeable / Perilous Pastryable. Ooh, high rolling. So many high rolls.
Got more scars than years and got a lot of.
I'll let this pass since this is slow speed, right? Rather than playing the Ceaseless Sentry. I kind of want to be careful of my life total at a certain point, right? I can just develop with Ceaseless Sentry maybe. We still have Hate Spike and Glimpse. If they develop... Yeah, if they develop that, we can just go... Hate Spike. Or just block with this.
Weapon roulette. For Acacia. And you know what? Also for me.
I guess we are kind of taking a lot of damage, huh? Maybe this wasn't the best play. Maybe I'll just do this then. Oopsies. Yeah, I think I messed up. I forgot Jax would get so much HP. I'll just do this then. Alright, well yeah, that was a little bit of a goof, so now we have to be really careful with our life total. Oh, Herald of the Spring certainly helps. 10 mana next turn. Seems fine to me.
Love the attitude.
Interesting. That makes me think they don't have a combat spell available. I'll try Hate Spike. Oh, that's not good. That's really, really bad. Okay, okay. So I'm gonna have to kill Jax.
Old faithful.
And next turn, hope we find a stun off of Combat Cook. Oh, excuse me, off of Conchologist.
I can, help.
Oh. Okay, I think we're kind of just dead now. We need to find a wallop. That's not gonna do it. Do either of these help? I guess this does 2 damage.
Curiosities lie ahead.
They're probably just gonna open attack though, right? Ugh, and we even found the Hate Spike.
Fighting is my first language.
They both have Overwhelm too.
Easy does it.
Brutal. Yeah, unfortunate. I messed up on that one turn when they had the Jax attack. That's the kind of deck I'm scared to play against Ahri with, though. Decks like that have just become so prominent over the past year or so. If your Ahri draw doesn't go perfectly, it feels like you just get absolutely decimated by all their units, because without the kill spells, you're just kind of hoping you can find your concussive palms and eventually kill them with an elusive turn, but then they just freeze your Ahri. Okay, well, we have good early plays, which is nice. For example, like on a turn 4, I'd rather go a double 2-drop usually against scouts than a Nar. Obviously, in this case, it doesn't look quite so great because they both died to the Misfortune attack. But just being able to like double spell in a turn can make such a difference. Quietus is nice.
Every work demands a piece of ourselves.
And then we get the open attack with Nora, very nice.
I seem to have misplaced my,
I do like Scouts. Scouts is one of my absolute favorite mid-range decks. Like more than the Jax Ornn style. I'll probably play Junk Construct here. It plays best into a Misfortune.
I'm Isla. Well, aren't you the cutest thingamadee I ever did see?
And I'll save Conchologist until I need to know what spell we have to grab. I'll play Ceaseless Sentry here to get the card draw. And as an easy target for a Hate Spike. I'll play around Make It Rain. I don't think they run Make It Rain. I'm also happy if they use... Oh. That still saves my Nora, though. I think that's fine for us. I was literally thinking the other day when I was playing Scouts, because that was one of the decks I tried playing, I was thinking about Chain Vest. Ooh. I'll probably just play Nar here. Get in a nice attack. That could have the 2/4 scout unit. Oh my gosh, okay. Yep, was not playing around that. That kind of sucks.
Off we go.
We still should be fine. We might be able to stall this game out for a while. It's a lot of health we're missing. If I block this, next round we take... I mean, I guess if I'm going to trade with this unit eventually, It's whether I'd rather trade with the Shell Shocker next turn or save 6 health and only take 2 next turn. So like we end up 4 health positive. I think that's a reasonable choice. We also have a Poke Stick in hand to ping off one of these guys. The fact that this guy's actually still alive is troublesome now, isn't it? Again, we can kind of clog up the board here. We just have to figure out a way to kill their big spookies. Honestly, this might be fine too. Because what does Drop the Bomb do? I guess it technically kills Genevieve. In combination with like a Poke Stick or something. Oh, yeah, I'll take that.
I'm sorry.
So now we have to decide. Probably just glimpsing. I'd be surprised if they don't go after Nora here. Really? Interesting. They'd rather push the extra damage. Well, I'm fine with that as well. Do I even want to? I kind of want to get this guy damaged. I'll glimpse here. Because I just need the card draw. But they're really letting our Nora get close here. Just gonna clog up the board, try to use our mana to get as many units as possible out there. Now I'm really scared about another champion strength. I'll start with a Poke Stick here. See what we can find. Okay, that's nice to kill Misfortune.
Nothing gets between me and my mark.
That is not good. Probably just gonna take a Portapalooza here.
Doors to adventure.
Stabby, stabby, stab.
Portals everywhere.
Now things are getting testy. We haven't been able to kill off their units very effectively. And we can only chump block for so long before we just run out of units. We still should be okay for another turn or two. But Quinn's gonna level soon. Nora's dead anyways. Is this even worth it? I guess it stops... What does it stop them from doing even? Should I just let this go? Play Ceaseless Sentry plus another Portapalooza and hope they don't have any rally. Or it runs into a pump spell. I was thinking if I use Hate Spike here and then respond with Portapalooza right away, we could hit level the Nora portals, which could be pretty big, but I feel like that's just too much of a gamble.
There once was a yodel who got
I think I'll just take the pass.
the suspense is terrible. I wrote it down.
Okay, that's pretty good. This plays into a pump spell, but if they have a pump spell, we still have Hate Spike to cross block somewhere. Okay. They're running out of cards. We just need to find time to play our cards.
Just like hunting thresher geese. Alaku Marai.
I think I'll just play this. I don't need to kill the Quinn on stack here. Because right now we're doing what we need to do. We're getting some life gain and damaging this guy a little bit. Killing Valor. Quinn's in range of Hate Spike from now on. We just need to hope they don't find the rally. Like Champion Strength would be pretty bad next turn. Nar can't attack into anything at the moment. He would transform though. Ooh. Okay. Does that change anything? Wallop is actually kind of nice here. Ooh, Hungry Owlcat into Hate Spike is interesting.
Hello, new best friend.
We could attack with Nar. Grant him +2/+2 and get him to attack. Does that change anything? Not really. I'll probably just start pinging off their one-drops before they play another Champion Strength. Okay. You're going to have to go here. And again, we just have to hope they don't have Pump Spell. Okay, good. That would have been pretty bad. Oh, it's actually not bad either. I don't think we'll be able to trade with them though, right? They can just pull the Yeti. In that case, I'll play this guy first. And then respond with the Yeti afterwards. For next turn. Only one portal in deck. Do we just have to chump block everything? Probably. Brutal, man. We've had so many units for them to have to attack into, but haven't been able to actually kill them off enough. This guy literally, he was so close to dying early in the game, but because he lived at that 1 HP with Tough, he's literally been destroying us. We don't have enough portals in deck either to hope for too much.
Fortune favors the bold.
I'm probably just gonna have to play a unit and then Poke Stick in combat. Man, we absolutely got destroyed. Holy smokes. I feel like they literally just, we never were able to stop them from doing what they wanted to do. What I could have done was gone really low on HP on that first Champion Strength, maybe, just to not trade away as many units, but even still, it just felt like we never got to attack with our own Nar, so, like, their stuff was just too big. I'm glad Lurk got nerfed. I don't think my target audience is Lurk players necessarily, but if you're out there, I'm sorry. Because I do understand the feeling of having your favorite deck nerfed. So, because I don't hold resentment towards the players of the decks. I just don't like the deck themselves. Because I'm always the same. I love Arcane, and people hate Ionia. People, like, react with disgust anytime they even see the logo of Ionia. But then I'm like, bro, I love this. I love this deck. I love this region. And so I don't have a problem with the people who play it. I just don't find it the most fun deck to play against. So personally, I'm pretty happy to see it take a nerf. I feel like we have a pretty good turn here. Depending on what they do, we can get our Brewer Sentinel down. We can get a Caesar's Sentry to chump block. Oh, really? That makes me think they have... Ruthless Predator. I don't think there's anyone... Maybe we could find a 1-mana spell. I was literally thinking Quicken would be nice. I'll go Lightning Rush because it can cross block to kill a unit later in the game. But if this is Ruthless Predator to kill our Nora, I think I'm very happy with that. Oh, really? It's literally just a Rek'Sai Lurk? Yeah, I'm chill with this. What? triple Lurk. That's so funny. That makes up for us stopping them on turn 1. Yeah, not great, but you know.
It's in a hop. Goes to where, I wonder.
I don't even know if that tag was necessary. I would have ended up trading with them anyways. I can go Brewer Sentinel plus Lightning Rush this turn. I think I'm pretty happy to do that. I'm going to be recalling the Conchologist here. So we'll buff up our Sentinel. I don't think they'll have anything on stack to react to this. Yeah, they're just going to be really hurting once they eventually get units on board. Or really hurting us, I should say. I wonder if we can race them down. Probably not. I'm a little scared of Pike, so... I'll just take my open attack. If they play Pike, I think it is what it is.
You call that sneaky?
I'd like to find a way to deal with another Rek'Sai. So I'll play Conchologist looking for a stun. This can help chump block, I suppose.
Let us take a peek at life.
If not, I can play Nar and hope we draw into second Nar eventually. On hindsight, maybe I should have let Nora die because she's granted vulnerable.
Haste makes waste, but delay invites dismay, dear.
I still love that animation. I was so excited when I saw that level up animation when he first came out. Still not over him. Ooh, that's actually really nice. We might literally just die. Like if they have 2 big overwhelm units. Cause what, Rek'Sai is 3? The other big overwhelm is 5, right? The Dunebreaker. So maybe we're not dead this turn, but yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do here. He's gonna be hitting like a truck. I'll just wait for them to do something else then. Maybe they play a Pike. If not, we're hopefully not dead. Yeah, okay, we're actually just dead. Like if they have a Ruthless Pitter, we'll be forced to use the Mark of the Isles just to save HP. I don't like that ability. No, wait, don't we literally just die if they have blood in the water? This is why I don't find Lurk fun to play against. Like when I stopped their attack on turn 3, but they're still just like one-shotting us. Ah, man, okay. I guess what I'll do is I'll play Ceaseless Sentry. If they kill it with blood in the water, we might be able to find Wallop. Man, that's so dumb. Is there anything we can do? Hate Spike here. And hope we find Wallop. Because our list is running triple Vengeance, I'm pretty sure. Man, that sucks. I do not enjoy that. Like, they didn't even do anything on board. They played that Rek'Sai attack and then he didn't even, like, stay on board. We killed their next unit. Aw, man. Oh, actually, no, I'm gonna switch decks. Oops, maybe it's too late. Okay, one more. Zed Riven. Okay, I'm curious to see what this deck looks like. Because I've been looking for an interesting Zed deck that isn't the obnoxious Wildfire decks. I was trying to play Zed Shen elusives to mixed success. I don't mind this hand. This might be able to ping off one of their early elusives, like a Green Glade duo, or the Shadow Apprentice. It's not a bad draw either. I'll just go with... Our only spells are 1-man anyways, so I don't think it hurts us to develop here.
Good steel and a good future. Stupid.
I don't think it's the end of the world if they take that trade, but I'd rather get to a point where I can use this as a chump blocker later on because they're going to be threatening much more damage. Obviously this can get us a portal too, but so maybe it's not the worst thing in the world either way.
Join the hunters, they said.
I don't want to pass here. I was thinking about it. The Portal Scholar seems fine. A Zed can't attack into it very easily. Hate Spike would obviously be very nice here. Oh, that's not what I was expecting.
I'll show the hunters.
Like if they have a pump spell, I think I'm still okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm okay. 4 damage doesn't seem like it's the worst thing in the world without the Wildfire. Maybe, I mean, maybe it is a Wildfire deck and they're just testing it out after the nerfs. Ooh, Sting Officer. I like that one. I actually kind of like that he's a 1-2 instead of a 2-1. Because you're usually playing him for the flash bombs. And so making him live through things like Pokestick or Pie Shot or Group Toss. What are they doing? I'm so confused. Did they do that just because they didn't want to give a unit vulnerable? I feel like that's more... They literally just didn't have anything to have rather than trying to play around the vulnerable. Oh, this cute little guy. Oh, okay, I see what's going on here. Wow, are we just gonna die again? I'll go Concologist first and look for a stun. Actually, Proximity Puff Cap plus Hate Spike kills it.
Beneath the waves.
Oh no, +2? +2? Brutal. We had the extra +1. Obviously not many cards in those regions would give them just 1 HP. But, yeah. I think the 1 HP difference here is worth just keeping the Nar alive. Because we still have a pretty threatening open attack. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Oh, I didn't even realize I had Quietus, obviously. Yeah, literally, I never, ever, ever, ever use this for destroy units equipment, so it, like, always slips my mind.
turn back. You're not getting through.
Okay, GG. Finally got to play Collect a Collection. Fun animation. Alright, so now let's try out... Oh, I want to see what their deck list was. Elixir of Wrath, Might. Yeah, okay. I love that you can just steal the deck list like that. Let's try out Cane Vein. This is also one of Trickster Sari's versions. Pretty similar list back in the day. I won't go through every card, but just some cards I haven't played in a while. Blooming Occultist. This guy used to have a tune, no longer. Combat Cook got nerfed. But you do have some interesting cards that might be worth this deck getting a try. I always liked Ambitious Cultist. I think Bloodcurse Harpy is very hard for a lot of decks to deal with. Same thing with Ranger Knight Wielder. Defector. Sorry, Fierce, you know what I mean. Unforgiving Cold is a very nice Frostbite spell. You're just looking to abuse the extra attacks in this deck rather than the Aatrox version. I think it'll be interesting to see how it goes. I did not like Vayne back in the olden days, but she's grown on me a little bit. Back when Aatrox Vayne was like the number one deck, I guess. It was a little bit annoying. I still don't love her thematically, but gameplay-wise, she hasn't annoyed me as much. Kayn, what does he do? Not much. I think I'll pitch Kayn. I do like Kayn thematically and gameplay-wise, though. I think his buff is significant. I think his champ spell going down a mana is actually a pretty big deal. Because I always thought it felt like a pretty impactful... Also, how about Omenhawk, my guy, getting buffed? I can Black Eat it with elusive. Love that. Furious Wheeler or Form Up? I think I'll take Form Up to prevent dying from like an avalanche or something. This guy's never getting strong enough to not trade with him anyway. Because if I ever get equipments and stuff, I'm going to be using them on our more important units. So I'll just save the 1 damage and get rid of their chump blocker. Also, guys, I'm so excited. Not a sponsored stream. If you guys have ever heard of Displate, they make like cool metal posters. I just got my first ever order yesterday, 2 days ago. And it's so cool. I got the Legends of Runeterra character art for Aphelios and for Ari. So sick. I need to get a webcam literally just so I can show you guys, but they look very, very sick. We still don't have an equipment, so I don't know if it's worth it to play Ranger Knight Defector rather than keeping up our interaction. It's very nice 8 mana. Maybe. I think it's 8 mana, right? Yo, big dude on campus. How are we killing him ever? I think we need to find an equipment. Volibear's coming down next turn too, though. I know Kayn technically activates our level up condition for the equipment abilities. Oh man. This can go very poorly. Volibear goes like kill, kill, kill. Or we open attack, take. Put them down to 4. Equip. Rally. pull one. Okay, I think we might have lethal. If they just play Volibear, we can protect 2 units. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's interesting.
A good fight's the spice of life. Garlic works in a pinch.
So we go tumble, trade. Okay. Tumble, trade, attack, pull the other one, we win.
In your name, Stormlord.
Alright, I think we played that pretty well. If this was Volibear, maybe we would have been in much more trouble.
A sentinel's work is never done.
What are you guys excited to play? Let me know. Over the next few days, I want to try to play a variety of decks because I'm already in Masters, so I don't technically need to climb right away. Like, I'd rather have that experience of understanding how different decks are developing and playing. So if you guys have anything interesting that you guys are trying out with the new buffs and the nerfs, because I'm sure I'm going to be playing a heck of a lot of Ari, if she's any good. This curve looks good. That was the exact kind of thing I wanted. Okay. I'll take another Cataclysm then. Not another Cataclysm, just a Cataclysm. We have the perfect curve of passing turn 2, going turn 3 Shadowblade Fanatic, getting Dark Aegis down. Or we don't even have to. We could go Shadowblade Fanatic just to get an attack and save the 2 mana for another unit, because we're getting the trigger from Combat Cook anyways, so I'd rather hold up the 2 mana to make Cataclysm easier to pull through on.
I must have it.
Oh, yeah, I guess that was a little bit silly. What was I thinking? I don't know why I wasn't expecting them to main deck Poro Snacks. I was, for some reason, thinking that they would have to, like, create it, you know what I mean? We can still kill it next turn with Kayn, hopefully.
You called and I answered.
I think we'll just hit them with this. I don't want to give them the option to use any removal spells. I'll just play Kayn here.
The Zephyr heralds the squall.
Oh, that was a great draw. So now if they try to use a removal spell on Kayn, we can try to get him. He can try to pick off this Poro. Again, they'd have to have double Poro Snacks. If they pass right now, I might play around it. Okay. If not, I'll just do this. Next turn, I'll just try to go Shadow Step. I'll save Cataclysm because it can work with our scout units. I can even just use a pump spell here rather than Expanse's protection. Oh man, I kind of miss playing Ross. This is a fun card.
The rage. Let it loose.
Yeah, you know, I'm kind of feeling a little nostalgic for Kane. Perhaps I didn't give enough appreciation for how much I actually enjoyed the card.
They will fear my name. Fascinating, the overlap between magic and science.
We're just getting Poro aggression. Poor Jral, kind of useless. He's gonna just die to another Poro Snacks. How many have they played though? 1, 2. I don't think I'll throw away Jral here in case they have another one.
I'm full of pain.
Doesn't seem like he accomplishes much. Oh man, in fact this is Grant as well. I don't know what they're gonna have here, but they're gonna have to find out some way to kill this roster, else hopefully we can just kill their important stuff. Honestly though, I'm actually kind of worried. We're not pushing enough damage anytime soon to really kill them. Hopefully they just get like stuff on board. We're gonna have to kill the Poro King on site, which should be easy. We have a spell shield, pump spells, Cataclysm. These are adorable little arcs. Wow, the Poro King is almost gonna live. We're gonna be forced to use one of our pump spells here just to kill the Poro King. I think it's a necessary choice though. Rost will heal up though, so. Also, I kind of want this guy to swap off actually, right? I don't want him to have this camp block equipment. Oh, hold on a second. He'll become a 2/3 with tough. If I play the Darken Ages on him, right? That's not great. I guess I'll just pass. Hope Rost does some work for us here. Oh, jeepers. Are you kidding me? Lifesteal elusive? Come on. I don't know how we're closing out this game. We need to find a vein or something. What other win conditions do we have here? Blood Cursed Harpy.
A new energy source.
I'm hoping just by trading off units like this, they don't have enough to aggro us down in the future.
Fighting food and cooking evil. No, switch those.
It's a little brutal. I don't know what we can do. I think we have to maybe top deck our one copy of Unending Wave. Furious Ruler can't even kill the Poro King anymore. Yeah, I think it's over. Man, losing to Poro King feels bad. Especially like when we're supposed to be a deck that wins on board. I mean, we found Unending Wave. Does this do anything? I don't think this does anything. We can't kill them this turn. They're gonna have a billion special snacks. Yeah, I think we absolutely just got toasted by Poros. Even if I go 2 mana here to give this into an 8/5, what does it do? They just play any of their special snacks and trades. Yeah, I think we're like really dead. Huh. I'm gonna see if the Master Checkers picked up Majin Bay's new decks yet, because I want to play. Yeah, sweet. Okay, he's been playing K and Aatrox, and I feel like that might be better. I just couldn't find a good list earlier, so. Majin K Aatrox. Cool. Okay, let's try this one. This one has some other interesting choices, a lot more early aggression, which I'm kind of a fan of, just getting this early units on. Way more consistent equipment draw. Only 1 copy of Shadowblade Fanatic, I think that's good. 3 of these is very excessive. No Blood Cursed Harpy, obviously. But I think you're okay with that cost to get the Aatrox package. Teemo Tristana, okay. Did Tristana get a buff? I thought she got nerfed. Was I mistaken? Nerf. Buff. I don't see her anywhere. Things like Yordle Explorer, Portal Pioneer. Oh, Teemo got that one extra little buff. Huh, okay. I'm interested to see what it's about. This doesn't seem too bad. Turn 2. Sure. I think I'd rather go for Segenbakai. Never mind. I think Keeper of the Box plus Darkened Bloodletters is fine on turn 2, since they don't have the Mystic Shot availability. We can save this for when we need to find something more important later on. I'll take my tech now. Can't really respond to that here. Buster Shot is a little curious. Deal 3 to a unit. I think Unforgiving Cold might be better, but I think best of all, we'd find something like a Furious Wielder. I'll probably play Darkened Bloodletters here. And go Range Knight Defector plus Darkened Harp next turn. They'd have to go with a freeze. I don't think they could stack Buster Shot plus anything. And we also have Kayn. He's one way to try to deal with Tristana eventually. If they pass here, I imagine they're holding up a freeze. Okay, that's really good for us. They're going to take a lot of damage here.
Not even I know what I'm cooking up.
They might just eat it and try to race us down. Like, maybe they'll sacrifice this guy. Whoa! Okay, that's aggressive. I would not expect them to take that trade. Yeah, this makes more sense. I love Jun the Prodigy. Is this Jun? I might just play Range Knight Defector here. We can throw away 1. Because, like, this can trade here. This can trade here. Jump block Tristana. Play Kayn next turn. I guess he wouldn't be able to kill her. We could stack it with Violent Discord. Because we have to be careful of freezes, so I want to take my trades right now. I could play this to play around. I guess I'll take my open attack. Oh, Furious Ruler could just kill Tristana. That hurts. Well, at least now we know we can run out Kayn.
Winners don't duck.
I guess we have to be okay with throwing away Kayn. Kayn still does 3. Honestly, the fact that they have to play that equipment there is really good for us. I thought that they could have just played a unit to level up Tristana. I think I have to kill her now. I don't think it's worth risking going into next turn. And hoping they develop and then trying to play Shadow Step. Trying to get tricky with like we'd have to find a pump spell or something. I'm not happy with that play. I don't know if there was an easier way out. Okay. I'm just going to play Aatrox here. If they play Tristana...
This requires my largest official act.
Hopefully they can't level her. But if they do, we still don't die this turn, I don't think. Also, I should probably really play Dark and Bloodletters to protect this guy sometime soon.
3, 4.
Or I could just play Zolani next turn. No, I'm going to be playing Kayn next turn. They're probably just going to attack with, like, just Teemo, right?
Beware, the Reaper of the
So all this is kind of irrelevant, I think. It might help them chump block a little longer. Also, why is Aatrox's face off-center? Yeah, that makes more sense that they're doing that with Teemo. I'd be shocked if they attack with anything else. Because this just lets me heal. Like, this is actively healing me. And reducing my World Ender cost.
Not even realms could divide us, old friend.
You are the tool. I am the weapon.
Lies each feeble mind.
We don't really have too many impressive plays here. I think they don't have another freeze left up. So I'm gonna ship in everything. Now if I go like this, and they have Sky Splitter, we lose Kayn. Teemo's not killing us next turn.
Be still. Hush.
I have waited for long enough.
Also, this is a really nice play for us on turn 9. We can just go World Ender turn 8, turn 9, play all our Darken.
Mama's home. The bigger the hunt, the better the trophy.
We have Furious Wheel if things get sketchy. Which is also healing us too with Aatrox, so I think we're feeling okay. Oh, that's annoying. Not what I was expecting. Yeah. I'll just do this. Then our Aatrox lives. Oh shoot, it recalls Kayn? That's actually not good here. So I think what I'll do is I'll play Keeper of the Box as a chump blocker. Kind of like stop 7 heal 2 essentially. We can keep up Aatrox.
Another hunt.
Easy prey.
I can go +2 momentous choice for health. Strike Teemo.
You are nothing.
To slaughter.
Another hunt.
How are we dying here? Oh, because we're not killing Teemo.
A quick hand delivers a clean kill.
Easy prey.
Fool. You are nothing.
Another hunt.
Shuffle buttons.
I don't know if there was an easier way to do that, but I was kind of panicking when I was trying to get the math done. This will be Styradu. Plus leveled Aatrox. And we can play Pra. Elusive. Pull Teemo. Okay. And maybe with the Styradu level up, we can draw into an Unforgiving Cold if we're desperate. Ooh, it's not bad either. Oblivion! Okay, let's see what you can do here, Aatrox. What's our mana looking like here? They cost 5 less, so 4 plus 4. Wow. Why is this card not banned? That really sucks, I'll be honest. I'm kind of annoyed. Oh? That's lethal? Oh no! If they see they block with Teemo, they live at 1. If they see it. Right? Wouldn't they live at 1 if they block with Teemo? Come on, don't see it. That'd be so funny. We should have lost this game. I hope they don't see it, but obviously, at this point, it's kind of whatever. That little tough keyword. Wow, the random hit off of Zilani there. That's why I took the gamble. I didn't know what we could hit. I was like, oh, maybe Aatrox can find us a heal, and then if we have a freeze, and then one chump blocker somewhere. Anyways. Didn't seem very likely, but... I don't know. Our opponents, I think, missed the block. Sorry, opponent. I didn't mean to freak out at you for playing Lorne of the Tribes. I don't find that card very interesting. It's very obnoxious. Like, I don't know. I just feel like it's a little power crept in a sense, and I don't like throwing around that term because it's kind of obnoxious. But it's in the sense of like the game feels so much faster than it used to, which is what happens in card games. But I just feel like there's so many times when the impact of the late game cards are just so devastating that the early game feels almost useless. Whereas at least I feel like in older times, the early game was so essential to the build-up in a Legends of Runeterra game. Like, for example, Cosmic Call. It was like, you can't do anything up until that point, and then Cosmic Call just wins the game when that was in Eternal. Or Karma decks. The whole first 9 turns don't matter because they just stall, and then win the game with Karma set. And then kind of the same thing with Warden of the Tribes. It's such an insane effect. Like, their whole board becomes permanently huge units. Like, our most impactful units, like, we have to invest a Ranger Knight Defector, plus an equipment, you know what I mean? Whereas with things like the Warden of the Tribes deck, like their 1 mana Omen Hawk becomes a 6/6 permanently. And it's not like they're investing too much opportunity cost because they're still getting Warden of the Tribes as an 8/8 or as a 9/8/8 overwhelm. You've done 9 mana 8/8 overwhelm, you know what I mean? So like the downside quote unquote isn't that big, whereas something with champion strength, it's like it's only temporary. I'll pass. I don't need to take this trade. I guess again, if they have another unit next turn, they'd have to develop. If they only have 1 unit to attack with, we just get 2 free damage. Like, I miss things like Captain Farron, because it was 1 8 mana overwhelm unit. It didn't buff your rest of your units. It gave you decimates, but those take a lot of time to resolve and a lot of mana. You know what I mean? Like, you have to spend an extra 8 mana to resolve those decimates. So at least your opponent would have that turn or two where you were trying to take these slow speed actions with decimate.
I will take this power in my lady's name.
Oh. Darken Fan's an interesting one here.
The box bestows for a price.
The box bestows for a price. Sounds like some weird, silly carnival game. I'll just try to chip in some damage. One way we win this is through chipping in with overwhelm damage later on with our champions. Kayn seems kind of like a dead draw in this matchup. We're probably gonna have to find like Furious Wielders and or Kayn's Shadow Steps to make him useful. On their next attack, we'll have Unforgiving Cold. That's a pretty big deal.
I seek a weapon worthy of Nagakeboros.
Nagikaboros. If they only had a single Lurk. They placed Call to Pack though, that's right. Okay, so Kayn's kind of useless here.
Not much sport.
I can also do this, try to keep a unit or 2 alive. Doesn't do anything. It means for Unforgiving Cold we have more units to chump block with. And Kayn can get in some damage. I feel like it's probably worth to just take the trade with at least one of them. I want chump blockers available. Because like right now this saves 5 damage. But we might still be able to chip in some good damage. Like next turn we'll get 2 damage with Ranger Knight Defector. And once we have Unforgiving Cold we might be able to use it to pick off a unit. Oh, I guess I don't need the extra mana this turn then. So I can actually get this down too. Because they tapped out of any meaningful interaction where we need to re-equip something. So that was 1 misty damage, but not the worst thing in the world. Hopefully. I'll be sad if we end up losing by 1. But yeah, this is like kind of why I kept them alive. If I'd noticed that, obviously, we would have been able to deal an extra damage, but... Interesting little development here. If they open attack with double Lurk, we can still go Unforgiving Cold just to kill this guy. Is that worth it? We're still high enough on life total that I might just try to use this guy to get us out of this. Ooh, now that's tricky. I'll keep my Unforgiving Cold and my Momentous Choice. They know what's going on now, probably. Like, they probably assume we have Unforgiving Cold available. Pike is actually a huge problem, though. We can't interact with Pike next turn. Gosh, Lurk. It's impossible to beat this deck. Obviously, if we were running a deck with like Vengeance and stuff, but... There's no way for us to protect our units unless we draw the Expanse. The Expanse's protection. No matter how many pump spells we have or Unforgiving Colds. So we open attack, deal 2. They strike it with Pike, we just play another equipped unit and attack. I think we're good. They'd have to rally at slow speed, but then we just get another attack. Awesome, good game. Very close. I think Unforgiving Cold obviously did us some wonders there, and they didn't have a Pike to strike back with. Alright, let's get one more in here and see what we can do. I'm enjoying this deck so far. I'm curious to see what becomes of the meta. I think it'll be interesting to see. Something like Megatusk. Not Megatusk. Give me a second. The Tusk Raider. Sejuani's Boat. 8 mana, 7/8. When I'm summoned, draw a Sejuani. Plunder, double the power and health of all allies in your deck. That doesn't seem great. It's so late in the game already that your top decks are going to kind of be like whatever anyways at that point. Like if you top deck... And remember, that's why Warren of the Tribes is so good. Because Tusk Raider says double the power and health of allies in your deck, which means your Omen Hawks will become 1/1s into 2/2s. Warden of the Tribe says your 1/1s become 6/6s. You know what I mean? Like that +X is so much better than Tusk Raider's double ability for those little guys. And without any keywords, I wonder how good it really is. Because like turn 8 tutoring up your Sejuani, it's kind of late in the game.
Terrible things lay inside.
I'll take this. We either block and take 1, or I can give this lifesteal. And because we're giving them the plunder trigger anyways. And I'll pass here because they have to do something to activate the plunder trigger.
The Winter's Claw.
Shadow.
This land is ours.
I never miss.
I'll probably go Darkenharp here.
Let's get
They have to have a freeze plus a pump spell to kill this, and then we just play Kayn.
They will fear my name and grovel before mine.
Whoa. That was a short one. Let's play one more.
Triumph is built on a foundation of death.
I keep misclicking that play again button. I'm not used to it. Ooh, Nocturne Nasus. Haven't seen that combo before. Kane just eats a soul harvest. I'll risk it. Sometimes you gotta play with gumption, you know? I'll wait until I know what we need to look for.
Pride filled us forever.
By that I mean I'll wait 2 seconds until I can get a free attack.
The box bestows.
I wonder if this will be the quietest. Okay. I don't like Darkened Spear here. I wish it was literally any other equipment. Because it still just eats a soul harvest. Ah, there we go. I think that's okay. Oh, that's actually really good for them. Wow. Wow, that sucks so bad. Look at the extra HP. What do I do? Huh. Deluded fools. I'm a little grumpy at how that went. Oopsies. Oh, they're just going for straight up damage. Wow, okay. Wasn't expecting that one. At least we have Expanse's protection to save Kane through one interaction here. Like throw another hate spike or something. This might... Oh. It's actually kind of awkward. How to use Expanse's protection here. They still get us if they have a glimpse. I'm doing this so if they develop next turn I can play a gem to block. Man, I don't like this. They're just hitting my face.
The child is gone. The killer remains.
Okay, this game did not go to plan.
Free.
What do we do here? I'm a little worried Aatrox isn't going to do anything either. He's just going to eat another Vengeance. Okay, well, they tapped out a Vengeance, so I'll try to get an Aatrox resolved here. Next turn we'll have Unforgiving Cold, which might help bail us out. I'm kind of low on health. I'm okay if they take this block.
You are a child. What do you know of nightmares?
I know if I'm quick enough in a fight, I'll never have to meet him.
We love it when they run.
Ooh, interesting choices here. Probably Heedless Resurrection, right? Violent Discord picks off like Merciless Hunter next turn or something. I think I'll go Heedless Resurrection. I think they're going to try to kill Aatrox here. Ugh. This lives through one summon of a Nocturne unit. We're not dead even if they activate Nocturne level up and have a dangerous attack because we have Unforgiving Cold. But I'd really like to be able to take the trades. That's fine. Oh, I'm so happy they're taking that pull. Less happy about that one. But we still get to kill him. Wait a second. If I use Unforgiving Cold, don't we freeze here and here? And this has regen, so we wouldn't even be able to kill it. What if I just let Aatrox die and go like this? Then next turn we have Heedless Resurrection. Okay, I think that's good. So I can play Darkened Bloodletters here. We'll have 9, 10 mana next turn, so we could just play Zolani plus Heedless Resurrection. I think it's fine. I'll play this, see what they do.
We have waited so long, Zolani.
Oh wow. Alright, well that was a fun stream. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm definitely going to start streaming more regularly again. I kind of had taken off the past while just because the meta was not my jam. I hate complaining about the games because the developers are fantastic, but it just wasn't my style and I just didn't have much fun with it, you know what I mean? So I'm really excited to get back in the game and start delving into some new experiments and just so fun breaking down the new patch and everything. Tomorrow's going to be Arcana Day. We're going to experiment with like 4 different versions of Arcana. One version is Ionia Bandle City with like Skip, the little Ionia or the little Bandle City card that like steals a card from your opponent. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be back tomorrow and let me know what you guys are playing. I'll see you around.